is Ghada. I came from Kuwait to UK, and actually I'm taking a lot of driving lessons because the system in UK is more advanced. And although I've been driving for more than 15 years, there's another problem being a driver, that we sometimes have a lot of confidence and we gain a lot of bad habits that we have to fix as a new driver.
Yeah. And
in a new setting. Plus the roads, the markings, the traffic control and are different in UK than other Middle East countries. So I advise everyone that have exams and coming from abroad to have more lessons and not to think that it's easy.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's a really good point, and thanks for sort of stating that a lot of people do think it's an easy test. I've been driving for 10-15 years and I can pass the test with no tuition, and most of the time that's not the case, because there are some really funny little things that you have to do and deal with when you're driving in the UK, as you've experienced.
Yes, the junctions, the way of the layout of the junctions, the different layout of roundabouts, and to check your lane discipline and position. It's a lot of different, and also there are many narrow roads that you have to be careful, and your position is very important. Anticipating ahead, planning.
Yeah,
it's a lot of things that you have to think about before driving.
That's it. And also don't forget driving on the opposite side of the car as well.
Yes, that's another.
So there's a lot of things to think about when driving in the UK, when you've been driving for previous years.
Of course.
So what we're going to do now is a mock test in Enfield, and this is going to show you basically how
I'll try my best.
The situation. Yeah, and
I'll try my best.
You'll get to see sort of how an experienced driver will deal with basically the driving test in the UK. So same rules apply as we spoke about before. So the test lasts for around 38 to 40 minutes. During that time we're going to do one manoeuvre plus possibly the emergency stop. If I say nothing, assume I want you to go straight or follow the road signs. And if you're not sure of anything, you can ask to repeat. Okay, and we're going to follow the sat nav initially. For those of you that have watched my videos in the past, I'm not going to do the fast forward and rewinding bits, simply because some people thought it didn't help them and they wanted to see the test in the entirety. I'm also going to try to include the rear camera footage as well, as somebody said that may help as well. So I'd like to see your views and your comments on this, just to see if this has also helped enhance your learning process.
I will also try to comment, so that will help me to think of what I'm doing and anticipating ahead.
Yeah, she's a commentary driver, so again you're going to see something very different, and this is something that you can do on the driving test as well if you feel it's going to help. Okay.
First, prepare, observe, maneuver. I have to check my blind spot, all the 6 mirrors. No rush. Check the mirrors again. My blind spots. No need to signal because no one's there. And another check. Start.
And that was a great start to the test. Great observations. As you may have seen in my previous videos, that right shoulder check is pivotal to your pullaways. So really well done. She then deals with this situation rather well. She checks the mirror. She's fully aware of that van before she pulls out. Maybe a little bit hesitant here pulling out, but no harm done. There's no one behind. So again, great mirrors.
Because I don't know what he's doing. Update with my mirrors. Still 20, so I'm doing 18. Cannot speed more, it's 20.
GPS connected.
Mirrors.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A1055, Mollison Avenue. first exit.
Positioning. I have to wait for this track. Just block my left. Okay. From 20 it will become 40 now.
Okay. It is 40 indeed, yeah.
Yes. So position and check mirrors and increase my speed.
After 800 yards, turn left, 8 and 10, Harroffery Road. After 300 yards, bear left, 8 and 10, Harroffery Road.
30. Stay in left lane.
Bear left.
Right direction.
Yeah, you did everything correct.
Yeah. Green. Someone is moving. I speed up because that's emergency. No one there. And slowly. There is parked cars, so I cannot increase my speed. So make sure I'm away from the left. The cars parked on the left, which is hard for us because we used to drive on the other side of the road. Crossing, zebra crossing, no one there. Seems no one there. I cannot see the other side, so I'm slow. No one there. Yes, now the road's pretty clear, and I can increase my speed. Another zebra crossing, no one there. Bus, but he's gonna move soon. Green.
After 300 yards, turn right,
Braking.
turn Rocky Street, then
Brake, check my
turn
mirrors.
left.
Brake smoothly. Keep good distance. Braking. You're gonna stop. I need to check and overtake. Back to my lane. Zebra
Turn
crossing.
right, turn Rocky Street,
No one
then
around.
turn left.
No, no one around.
So we were going to take that road on the right,
Yep.
but don't worry about it. The sat-nav will redirect you.
After
okay?
200 yards, turn right, Longfield Avenue.
Can you help me with the direction?
Yeah, so we're taking the next right. She picks up a first driver fault here for hesitation. The oncoming car actually flashes their lights to let her go. It's quite hard to see in this video. But because she doesn't go, the person behind gets a bit frustrated and beeps as well. So therefore, a driver fault for hesitation.
Okay, he stopped. He stopped in the middle because parked cars. And
After 200 yards, turn right,
very-
Goodwood Avenue, then turn right.
Braking, check mirrors. 'Cause he's parking. Mirrors. We're going straight.
What's the sat nav show?
Straight.
Turn right, Goodwood Avenue, then turn right.
Then this right.
Mm-hmm.
Mirror signal. It's very hard. I need to cross cut corner because of this car.
Do what you need to do.
There's no way I can. I'm in the middle and my position is okay. I'm slow here because maybe children.
After 90
Someone opened the
yards,
door,
turn right,
pedestrian
Ascot
like them.
Gardens, then you have reached your
So
waypoint.
I cannot speed.
Turn right.
Check mirrors and signal. And here is good positioning, no one there. In the middle, forward again.
So what I'd like you to do is
Mhm.
pull up on the left-hand side. Do not worry about driveways on this occasion.
Okay.
You can block them.
I hate.
Ghada picks up her second fault here for position on normal stops because she mounts the pavement. Because it's at low speed, it's not a serious fault. And the reason why she does it is because she's looking at the left mirror, as you can see here, and she's not aware of where that front left wheel is. So remember, use the windscreen marker rather than the side mirror to judge your distance from the curb when moving forwards. Okay, thank you. What I'd like you to do for me now is your reverse manoeuvre. I'd like you to pull up alongside the vehicle that's in front of you and then reverse into the space this side of that vehicle. Going back no more than 2 car lengths, so not as far back as
So
we
I'll
are
do
now.
parallel parking and reverse.
Yep,
Two
so-
cars. So 2 maneuvers in one?
No. One manoeuvre. So it's the parallel park.
Okay.
Okay, it's what's commonly known as the parallel park.
Okay.
Okay.
They need to check observation and control.
Sounds good.
I checked all the mirrors, no one around. Prepare the car. Also, no one will benefit from my signal. I did it. Keep observing. A
You
car
have
coming.
reached your waypoint, 47 Ascot
Oh, okay,
Gardens.
that's little
It
bit
is on
together
your
now.
left.
I want to give him away.
And sadly, she's just picked up a third driver fault there for flashing her lights at the oncoming vehicle. It gets marked down as ancillary controls. Remember, flashing your lights are not to tell somebody to go or to say thank you. Just stop, wait, be patient, or you could do what we call offering the hand, which is basically when you just put your hand forward, but even that's not really advisable.
Prepare the car. More observation, more blind spot with some reversing. Yeah. I'm very close to. Yeah. In this way, I cannot, I have to continue.
And she is completely correct that there is absolutely no chance that van can get past with a parked car on the right hand side. And to alliterate that to the examiner is not a bad thing because it shows your workings and it makes the examiner aware that you're actually thinking a bit more outside the box and you've got that confidence to actually tell them what's going through your head. Ghada picks up another driver fault here for control on the manoeuvre, and as you can see the brakes are quite sharp and it's because she's not trusting the front of the car, and rightly so, she is going to hit. Now the reason why she's put herself into this predicament was because the first left turn was done too early. she didn't wait for the back of our car to be lined up with the front of this car, and therefore when you do the right turn it swings in too soon and risks hitting that vehicle. I'm going to put a link in the description underneath of the parallel park so you can see how it should be done. I'm not going to go into huge amounts of detail, but unfortunately she puts herself onto the pavement here, which then automatically becomes a serious fault. It's a bit of a nasty one because with the oncoming van, it's probably rushed her into this situation. And we'll drive on when ready. Don't worry about it. It's only a mock test, okay? So don't
Because I
stress.
don't know the reference point here.
That's fine.
Okay. Observing, no oncoming traffic. Let me fix it.
They won't let you on the test. Once you've gone on the curb, that's then
That's it.
basically game over, yeah.
But I will continue as if nothing happened.
Yep, exactly. So let's just do the rest of the mock. We know it's something that we need to work on.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Anyway, now I was in the middle of my maneuver and I should stop if any coming traffic. So when that car came, what shall I do in this case?
You'd carry on because you're blocking the road.
Already I know.
Yeah. There's no other option really.
Now we're going left.
Good.
Turn left.
Mirrors, signal, positioning, speed, and look, and I am okay. Wow. Hi. It's not usual to see
Nope.
a horse here.
Yeah. I did say at the beginning of the mock that we do have some quirky things. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he's in the middle of the road. I want to slow down to see if it's safe to move on. There is zebra crossing ahead, and there are like cars slowing down and see if we can fit both. People want to cross. I'll continue. They are really far away.
After 200 yards, turn left, A10, Great Cambridge Road.
After 200 yards, turn left. Back to my lane after there's another bus car.
Turn
so
left.
I'll go. Turn left, mirrors, signal. Positioning and speed. It's 40 coming to 40. I want to make sure no one there because that's very good. I have good opportunity to go. And I have to speed.
And for those of you that have watched my videos before, you know I'm more than happy when the client accelerates properly when they're entering a faster road. Well done.
That's good. Check my mirrors. Can increase more. 36, 37.
After 0.6 miles, turn right, car at Hatch Lane.
Gonna turn right. Mirrors.
Really good mirror work there as well.
Keep your speed. More traffic.
Would you click the hazard perception mouse now? Because she does. And this is where experience is so pivotal to being a good and safe driver. Well done again.
Camera zone. Speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
After 400 yards, turn right, car at Hatch Lane. Then, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
reached speed camera zone. Speed limit is 40 miles per hour.
Turn right, car at Hatch Lane. Then, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Second exit will be a right as well, right?
We'll
Or
see.
first straight ahead.
We'll see.
We'll see. Mirrors. Still in orange. So quick. And when I will go, it's one lane. No, let's see. One arrow. Mirrors.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, car at Hatch Lane.
Straight ahead.
Ghada picks up a driver fault here for getting too close to this curb. It gets marked down as normal driving position. Possibly going a little bit too fast for this situation, so going a bit slower would have helped, but also just being a bit more direct with the steer.
Mirrors. No one in the zebra.
After 300 yards, turn right, Bridge and Hole Road. Then, you have reached your waypoint.
After how many years is which ride is that?
If you look at the picture, you can see how many roads there are until the junction.
One.
Turn right.
Mirrors. Signal. Have to wait for them. He give me way. Side by side. 20. That's 20 mile or 20 zone. Road humps. Don't want to be close to the parked cars.
At the end of the road, turn left, Russell Road. Then, take the second right.
Left and then take the second right. Okay. Mirrors. Signal.
Turn left, then take the second right.
Check. It's not clear, so I'll do bip and creep. Okay. Okay. Second right, so let me wait and find the first right then and second right. Okay. Yes.
She picks up another driver fault here for clearance to obstructions, and the reason being she turns in a little bit too early and gets quite close to the parked car. You can see how I lean forward just to make sure there's enough clearance. We probably missed it by no more than about 8 to 10 centimetres. So it's important just to go further forward and then steer in. She does really well though to acknowledge that give way line. It does catch a lot of people out.
After 90 yards, turn right, Old Forage Road. Then, you have reached your destination on your right.
That's right. Okay, mirror.
Turn right, then you have reached your destination on your right.
Ghada is just about to make a fault which could very easily be as serious, and what I'd like you to do is comment in the comment section below what you think that fault is going to be. We will come back to this fault later in the debrief. At the end of the road, turn right.
Mirrors. Now it's good time to signal. Positioning. No one there. Let's go. And it's still 20 miles per hour, I think. Because I cannot see anything else.
She also picks up a driver fault for use of speed here for going over the speed limit. The GPS tag in the bottom shows 2021, which is actually displayed as 2425 on the car.
There's no one behind. The right of speed. This is 20. Bend. There are bend and the visibility is not clear, so I'll keep slowing. There's a traffic ahead. It cannot be clear. There is sharp bend and it's not clear. Still, there are many bends on this road. It's better now. Still, there is one bend there. White arms. It's wider now.
Now I must admit I am being a little bit harsh here. There is a 30 sign here hidden in this tree, and the road marking also shows that there's a speed change from the other direction. And because she is an experienced driver, I am going to give her a driver fault here for appropriate speed, for just going too slow. So I know it's harsh, but the examiner will normally give you a heads up. End of zone 20. Oh, still 20. Still.
Roundabout, turn right, please. Second exit.
Mirrors. Good time to signal now. Mirrors again. And there is no one in the roundabout. Oops. Traffic, braking and checking mirrors. There is a school here. So this is why it's a 20. Still a
Potentially, yeah.
20. Still a 20. Until I find the other sign. Because the road is wider here, so I was like, I'm not sure why it's still a 20.
Yeah, with the schools, they tend to bring it down to 20.
Yeah.
So, schools, high streets, and park areas, normally they bring it down to 20. Some of the inner city boroughs, so London, for instance, a lot of them are 20. But a little bit of interesting knowledge if you're ever going to make this journey. Wales, a couple of days ago, just recently changed the law that all residential areas
Will
have
be
now
20.
been automatically been brought down to 20, so that's now classed as their national speed limit for urban areas is 20.
Not 30 like London.
Yeah, so England, Scotland are still
Mirrors
30
again.
unless indicated otherwise, but that's not the case in Wales anymore.
There is a roundabout coming. So straight ahead because you didn't say anything.
We're not actually going up to the roundabout though, but we are going to go straight
Now
to the
30.
lights.
I found now that. So but I cannot speed because of the traffic.
and for any of you watching, it is important to know that about Wales, because I don't think they really broadcast it too well. I've not been to the Welsh border recently, so I don't know how well signposted it is there, but the entire country of Wales now is 20 if it's residential, unless signs tell you otherwise.
I want to wait for this because he might not see me. So straight ahead.
She picks up a fault here for normal driving position because she cuts slightly across into the left lane. Personally, I would have stayed wider just so we get more clearance from that BMW that's now turning left. There was no one overtaking, so being slightly over to the right in that situation would actually be a safer option. But remember, check your mirrors before you do that.
Slow down. Yes. No one behind me, which is good. Green. You see the cyclist, what he will do. Oops.
I'd like you to stop on this hill on the left hand side, so
Okay.
park on the left.
Mirror. Signal. Slowly, slowly come to the... Stop.
Thank you. And drive on when safe to do so, please.
Okay. Prepare. Wait them with this car. She may blind us.
Ghada picks up a serious fault here for pull away safety because she cuts this car up coming from behind. Remember, when you're pulling away from the side of the road, there is no hesitation rule, so take as long as you need. But remember, if you make anyone slow down on that road, it is a fail.
The same borrowed car.
Take the next road on the left, please.
Next road. This one? This lane. Let me just make my mirrors and then. And clear sign. Slowly. It's happening here. Someone is blocking. Just wait until he gonna drive in the driveway.
I thought you were just going to say you just cannot drive. I was going to agree.
Because he gave left. Yep. It's now my turn. I'll try to be in the middle. Because of the parked cars, I slow down because it's not a good road.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Mirrors again. Second signal, positioning, speed. T junction. No one there.
And park.
And she gets a driver fault for steering here. You can see the steer is just a little bit sort of erratic really, where she's trying to remedy the oversteer.
That's fine, thank you. And drive on when safe, please.
Check the mirrors again. My blind spots one more time.
And here's that great awareness
Slow down,
again.
maybe they will
Great
cross.
job.
Can I give them way? Maybe.
Do what you feel that you should
No, because nobody behind me and
Exactly. There was no one behind, so stopping there is not an issue. Great job.
And take the next left, please.
take the next road on the right. It's before the green car.
Mirrors again. No one can come this way. And this way.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Mirror positioning, but I have that one. Let's see, signal. So my positioning will be here. Cannot see there. It can creep. Keep it clear, but the road is already. Not sure what happening. Thank you. Because she was not looking.
No. And she had headphones in as well.
Yeah.
Which is probably why she didn't hear us in an electric car. We'll take the next road on the right.
Is it coming soon? This is not a road. There. Camera. Signaling. There is children.
And she picks up another driver fault here for steering as she lets the wheel go when straightening up. End of the road, turn left.
End of the road, turn left. Mirrors. And I think it's 30 here again. This is back to the same street. How many minutes left?
Not long. Not long at all.
Yeah. Green. There's another keep it clear. But it's okay. My exit is clear. Green box junction. It's merging to one lane.
straight ahead, turn right, second exit.
Mirrors, positioning. Too early, but it's okay because yeah, no one in the. Okay. But it's windy here.
Still going to go straight. Now, obviously, normally you go back to the test centre at this point. We can't go in there because of us having not doing the driving test.
20.
So that's why we're going this way. And we'll come back to you once we've parked up.
Okay.
How do you feel that went?
I feel that is the parallel parking that because I didn't know the reference and I get really confused. But other than that, I was okay.
Okay. So how
Maybe-
many driver faults minors and how many?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I will try my best. I was trying not to make any. Maybe some with mirrors. Maybe although I was reminding myself all the time.
The mirrors were really good.
Parking recording will now start.
No issues with your mirrors
Maybe
at all.
cutting corners when. So what do you think?
So you got in total 12 driver faults or minors. You're allowed 15, 16 to fail. Okay,
Yeah.
but you got 2 serious.
What other the serious one?
So you know when I asked you to park on the left where we were on the hill,
Mm-hmm.
and then I said to drive on,
Yeah,
what was coming up from behind?
a car. That's a serious. But he was really far away.
But because when you started to pull away, you didn't pull away with much speed.
Mm-hmm.
He's just catching you up and catching you up and catching you up. So at that point, you would have been better off just to stop, let them go past, and then go again.
Okay.
Remember, if you're pulling away from the side of the road, or if you're coming out of a giveaway line,
Mm-hmm.
anyone that slows down because of us is a foul.
Is a serious.
Okay.
That's why it's really difficult.
All right. So the initial pull away timing was a bit 50-50 whether you should have gone or not. But personally, I would have just held it. And this is the thing. Remember, when you're pulling away from the side of the road, there is no hesitation rule.
Okay.
You can take as long as you need. Okay. Don't rush it.
Okay.
Okay. You cannot get done for hesitation for pulling away. Okay.
Okay.
Now your driver faults. One for hesitation. So that was when the oncoming car was flashing you to make the move. You
Okay.
remember that?
Yes.
We could have gone before that.
Okay.
Okay. Especially with the police vehicles coming towards us, we need to get out the way, allow
Okay.
traffic to flow better.
So that's minor
That's the driver fault minor, yeah.
hesitation.
Yep. You got one where you pull up on the left side of the road, you hit the curb, or you went on the curb. Okay. And again, yes, you went on the curb. It's a minor. It is not, or a driver fault. It is not a major. Okay. You've not hit it at speed. Okay. It was a driveway, so that's a driver fault. Ancillary controls. That was when you were telling somebody to go. You flashed your lights.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowed to do that.
Okay.
Okay, best thing to do is just stop and allow them to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sometimes you can kind of just like offer a hand. Okay, don't wave them on though.
Okay.
Okay, let them make the decision. Parallel park, one driver fault, one serious fault for control. The braking was a bit, yeah, little bit of whiplash.
Little bit.
And then
Little bit.
and then the other one was going on the curb itself. Now, why
So
do
my
you feel
majors-
that happened?
My major, maybe I'm. The car is a bit bigger than what I used to drive,
Okay,
so that's a reason why I might not judge the
curb. Yeah,
car.
it's a different car to you, so yes, that definitely will be an element of that.
Yeah.
But the other thing as well was when you did your first turn,
Mm-hmm.
you turned in too early. You want the back of your car to line up with the back of theirs or further. You're doing it before.
Okay.
So what ended up happening is as you've done sort of this bit,
Mm-hmm.
you're already so close to their car
Okay.
when you've done the outward, you can see you were going to hit.
Mm-mm.
So you then had to start adjusting from that.
Okay.
And that all stemmed from the initial turn. So you just need to go further back first.
Okay.
Okay, so we can work on that. Steering. At the end of the independent drive,
Okay.
yeah, when I was turning off the sat nav, and this is what I mean about driving instructors seeing absolutely everything. So even though I was doing this, I saw you took both your hands off the steering wheel to do your hair.
Oh, that's on. Oh, you used to put makeup on, right?
Remember, you must always have contact with the wheel with at least one limb.
Okay, one hand.
Yeah, okay, so with your hand or whatever. Now, by letting go of both, the examiners can fail you for that.
Oh.
Okay, because you were going at a very slow speed, I gave it as a driver fault.
Okay.
Okay, but you should always have one hand. You also got 2 for oversteering. So when you were turning in, doing left turns, I think it was both on left turns, you didn't straighten up the wheel quickly enough, so it kind of swung on itself and then you had to steer outward again.
Okay.
Again, driver fault's not anything more than that. Clearance obstructions very close to a parked car on one occasion. So when you're coming back in, you're coming in too early. And this is, again, you getting used to being on the other side of the car. Okay, and there was 2 normal driving position faults, again, very close to the curb. Okay, you'll see that on the video.
Okay.
Use of speed a couple of times on the 20 miles an hour, went over the speed limit. Okay, there was also one, actually I forgot to mark that down on there, so it should be 13 driver faults. And there was one for appropriate speed. So the road speed increased to 30 miles an hour on one occasion. You didn't notice, you carried on doing 20. Then you saw the 20 signs and you went, zone ends, oh, it's still 20.
Oh,
There was 30 signs before that you missed.
I missed one sign.
Okay.
But that is not as serious.
No, because the person behind wasn't particularly that bothered. It was very covered up, the signs, so it wasn't particularly easy to see. So that's why. Okay. How did you find that?
Really good. So I will try to practice more the mistakes and read and watch more videos and try.
Yeah.
To prepare myself.
Yeah, and sort of have a word with the instructor and say, look, this is what I want to work on as well, potentially. So you've got that bit of knowledge, whether they want to watch the video as well.
Okay.
Perfect. But otherwise, really good drive. You can see you can drive. It's just a case of, to be honest, relaxing more. Because what I would say, and I've said this to you before as well, you're trying to drive like a learner. You're not driving like yourself. And therefore you're overthinking everything.
Or sometimes maybe.
Yeah. You know, so just drive the same way as you do normally. Yeah. Remember, the driving test, for the majority of cases, do not care about bad habits. Okay? It's how you handle the car. Are you in control of the car? Are you driving legally? And are you doing everything safely? And you're doing that. Okay? It's just silly things that are more sort of overthought processing.
Okay.
You know, if you just relax a little bit more, drive as you, and I'll guarantee you'll be all right.
And hopefully.
Okay. Now, if you'd like to do a mock test with me, feel free to give me a call on this phone number here, or email me on this email, and we'll try to get you in as soon as we can. It's normally about 3 to 4 weeks at the moment until we can get you in, but obviously we'll try our best. And please comment on what you thought of this video, as well as also what you thought about the new camera view as well. So for having, for instance, having the rear camera operated, and also without the fast forward and rewinding. So thanks again for watching, and well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Yeah, indeed. Good luck. Fingers crossed.
And good luck for everyone who have this soon. And practice hard. And let's wait and see. We will pass one day.
That's it. And listen to your instructors. See you later.